Hey y'all, I still feel like garbage today, so we have another one of these vlogging type of videos. As you can see though, I'm actually able to somewhat keep my eye open today. It's a little weird because I can keep it open, but then it'll like flare up and keep me from opening it like every couple minutes. It's also a little blurry, like when I try to just keep this eye open, like I can sort of kind of do it. There's a lot of lights on right now, right? That's kind of why my eyes are bugging out even more than they were earlier. This entire morning I've been able to keep my eyes open with little to no problems, but now I have all my lights on because I'm recording and stuff, so they're bugging out a bit. Otherwise, my nose is doing a little okay. It's not as runny or stuffy as it was yesterday because I have this, I think I talked about it in yesterday's video, but I have like this steroid nasal spray stuff for like the first dose works pretty good, but then like the more you use it, obviously the more it'll work because it's a steroid. And then I also ended up getting these eye drop things, which I had to have my mom actually help me put those things in because I can't do eye drops by myself. Like my eyes, I have a hard time keeping them open when it comes to like putting in like contact solution or drops or anything like that. So she helped me with that, and I did like 2 doses yesterday. I did a dose this morning. It's seeming to help so far. Anyway, boring, crappy health updates aside, I have some exciting news for you guys. So, for those of you that don't know, I had a GoFundMe running for a little while. The goal was only about like $200, you know. I'm not greedy, I'm not needy. I was just trying to raise enough money to at least get, you know, some decent PC parts to fix my PC back there, because for those of you that don't know, that thing is kind of on its last leg. Let's run through all the problems that the thing has. First off, there's literally no way to turn that thing on besides opening it up and jump starting it with a screwdriver. Like, that thing is screwed. I've done all the troubleshooting. I've been building PCs for like over a decade at this point. And even beyond that decade where I've been like actually building PCs, I even before that, I've just, you know, I've been tinkering with PCs for like that entire time. And in all of my years of building PCs, tinkering with TCs, messing with PCs, I've never met a PC that is as just absolutely screwed as mine is. Like, I've tried rewiring a bunch of things, I've tried replacing power buttons and switches and cables and, you know, rerouting things to the power supply, and it's not happening. The only other thing that seems to work most of the time is when, so I went into the BIOS and I made it so that it'll automatically power on if there's a power loss, and then I'm able to, like, unplug it from the back, and then I have to let it sit for a while, like a good, like, minute or so, and then I plug it back in, and that usually works, but it's just a mess. Furthermore, my processor is from literally like 2012. My graphics card, we're not even gonna talk about what graphics card it is. My RAM, it's DDR3. So needless to say, as a content creator that creates content on literally a daily basis, and considering the fact that, you know, the more that OBS updates, the more demanding it gets, let's just say it's time for an upgrade all around the board. Not only because of actual hardware problems, but just, you know, hardware outdatedness. All that is to say, we reached the goal on the GoFundMe. We reached the $200 goal, and most of that, there was a couple other donators, but the main one, I don't want to say their real name because they did have their real name on the GoFundMe, but their YouTube username is Emerald Lips. I'm going to try to tag them in the title of this video if possible, because I mean, the GoFundMe, well, we wouldn't have reached the goal if it wasn't for them. They literally, like, donated so much money. It is insane. Thank you. If I'm doing the numbers right, I'm pretty sure it was like 180 total that they donated. Like, that is insane. Now, obviously, one thing worth mentioning is that, obviously, you know, it's not just $200 that is getting us this PC. The GoFundMe was just more or less trying to expedite the process, because, like, obviously, while yes, I do YouTube full time, I also don't make Mr. Beast bucks or anything like that. I make enough to get by. I also have a couple other sources of income that help me, you know, get by, get what I need. You know, I live comfortably. It's not like I live check to check struggling, I'm broke, but it's like, you know, I live comfortably, where, like, if I need to splurge a little and if I need to, you know, make some upgrades here or there, or if I need to, you know, shell out some money because of an emergency, I can do that comfortably without, you know, having to stress out too much. But that being said, when it comes to, like, you know, acquiring all the parts for a new PC, no, I don't just have that much expendable income. So that GoFundMe literally, like, yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I could have done it eventually, but it really expedited the process and just made sure that we were able to do it, you know, as soon as possible. Because right now with that PC, it's at the point where sometimes it literally won't even turn on unless I jumpstart it. And even then, there's been so many problems that it's been having lately that it's just, you know, it's time for an upgrade. And by the time that I would have been actually able to upgrade the PC, I don't know if that PC would have even lasted me that long. Like, it's not even on its last leg anymore. It's like on its last toe, like just hop into the finish line until the new one comes to replace it. But thankfully, you know, we reached the goal and I was able to get, you know, the new parts that I needed, because, you know, building a PC is much cheaper than buying like a pre-built. And, you know, there's a lot of different avenues that you can take when it comes to getting a PC for cheap. But when it comes to, you know, the setup that I would need to keep efficiently making content and something that would be not just a holdover, but something that would, you know, like carry me for the next couple of years, I was able to get the parts that I need to build something like that, both with the money from the GoFundMe and the other money that I've just been kind of like scrounging up and saving on the side. So I'm feeling very good about the rig that I'm going to be building. I already got the parts ordered. I got my GPU in the other day. It's sitting in my closet right now, and now I'm just waiting for the rest of the parts, like, you know, the case, the CPU, the RAM, and everything like that. This thing is going to be like an absolute monster, by the way. I got 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. Granted, the processor that I got is not going to be able to support DDR5 RAM, but like 32 gigs of DDR4, I'm going to be doing some damage. And as a content creator, obviously I need, you know, a lot of storage to store all of like my video files. So don't worry, I have literal terabytes of storage that I'm going to be putting into this thing. So we're all good there. But yeah, all that is to say, not only will the quality of the content be going up from here, because I also do plan to upgrade my capture card, because right now I'm using like a 1080p 30 FPS capture card. It is what it is. Considering how old the hardware is on my current PC, for the longest time, you know, I've had to like keep the video settings rather low. So like, there's a lot of times where the videos don't look as good as they probably should, especially in motion. Sometimes with like the bit rates and stuff like that. But once I upgrade the PC, or once the new parts come in, and once I get it built, the quality of the content is going to go up, like, not only like in terms of quality of editing, but also just like quality of like literal pixels and bitrate on your screen, which is like so exciting. It's going to be like the next step. Now, obviously, YouTube, for those of you that don't know, YouTube does this funny thing where if you're a smaller channel for some reason, they treat your videos like crap. I'm sorry. I don't know what it, like, I swear it has to just be a thing with small channels, because no matter what smaller channel I watch, I swear the quality of the videos is always lower than like even channels with like 10K subs and up. I swear they just treat these smaller channels like crap and purposely compress their videos even more than usual. Probably to save space on their servers or something like that. I honestly don't know. So hopefully the videos will still look better, given that YouTube won't compress it too terribly. If y'all couldn't tell, I'm super excited. Once I get this PC built, then I'm gonna save up, and I'm gonna get a new desk as well, because that desk is just, it's not ergonomic. It's literally, the depth on it is like 18 inches, so it's not a very comfortable setup. I'm gonna upgrade the desk, and then after that, I'm gonna upgrade the capture card. Because right now, 1080p 30 FPS, that's good enough, and I feel like with the upgrades that I'll be making to the PC, which will then let me boost some of the settings in OBS, that'll work out quite well. And then when I record on the PC setup, we'll also be able to get out like 1080p 60 FPS, no problem. So I feel like that'll be good. I feel like it would be best for me to upgrade my workspace in order to help me be more efficient. And then after that, I'll upgrade to like a, I don't know, like an Elgato HD 60S Plus or something like that. But again, just like the most massive shout out. And again, I'm going to try to put their name in the title if YouTube will let me. But like, to Emerald Lips, again, I believe that's their YouTube username. Like, I wouldn't have been able to get the parts that I need for like this new PC as timely of a fashion as I did if it wasn't for you. So seriously, thank you, because I already know if I would have tried to do this on my own and like save up the money, like I could have done it eventually. But by that point, that PC probably would have went, which means videos would have been, like I still would have made videos, but they probably would have just been the videos like this, but even without any edits or anything like that. And it probably would have been like that for a while. So it seriously means the world to me. With that being said, I've been blabbering for a bit, so I guess we'll wrap up this video. Don't want to keep you guys for too long. Don't want to drag it out for too long. I also don't want to make the video too short, considering this is the only content I'm making for today. But tomorrow I'm going to try to make a Dark Souls video, even if my eye is still bugging me. I mean, it's just like 2 days in a row of videos like this. I can, I can deal with that, considering how I am, like, health-wise. But anything more than that, that just feels wrong. So, like, even if I'm still feeling like garbage, I'm just gonna push myself and make those Dark Souls videos anyway. I don't care. You guys deserve the content. Life is a pile of garbo. So the least I can do is, trying to make some entertaining videos and help you guys smile after, whether your day is good, whether it's bad, I just like making these videos just so that you guys have something to look forward to, something I can look forward to. It's just one of those things where I love doing it. And then, hopefully it entertains you guys. And having more than 2 days of videos like this back to back would just that would just feel wrong. I wouldn't be happy with that. I'd rather push myself and make some, like higher quality videos or whatever. It just makes me feel better that way. But anyway, as always, massive shout out and thank you to all the Patreons and channel members. Thank you to all of you in the low baller tier, and your bigger shout out and thank you to all of you in the big baller tier, Mellow Asking and Big Daddy Matty, and the biggest shout out thank you to all of you in the G tier, Ron Vengeance, Download Cheese Girl. Thank you guys so much. You guys are literal legends. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.